Well, under glorious spring sunshine, the sun now setting. And two of the division's most attractive sides enter the playoff stage, nurturing Premier League dreams. Coventry in possession of that often elusive quality, momentum regained with that critical victory against Middlesbrough after alarming losses to now relegated sides. Sunderland becalmed for over 2 months since the late turnaround at Ellen Road in February. They've known automatic promotion was out of reach, and a playoff place was as certain as anything can be in football. Well, it's always an interesting one when you're in a situation like Sunderland's and you do actually have the time to maybe think about this prospect and plan tactically for it. We've got a system here that he's used, involving Mayenda and Isidore in those positions occasionally throughout the season. And certainly his opposite number tonight, Frank Lampard, pulled something of a rabbit out of the hat at Ellen Road in that famous second leg with Derby back in 2019. They revealed after the game that they'd actually been working on their diamond system for 3 weeks in the build-up, unbeknown to everybody else. Cannoned off 09.
You see the ball in's an interesting one. It's not an away swing, it's not a whipped ball in, it's just floated pretty straight towards Thomas at the far post. So what they're trying to do is isolate him at the back post, get him to maybe score and knock the ball back across that 6-yard box.
Inviting space for those to arrive into. Guided back in there, Thomas Asante foraging.
Well, Anthony Patterson is a lucky boy here. He comes off his line and he's nowhere near the ball. It could cannon anywhere, but he makes his mind up early to come and try and get it. He's nowhere near it, but it breaks so kindly for Sunderland.
Coventry were actually, as far as the underlying numbers are concerned, playing pretty well under Mark Robins at the start of the season, certainly better than their league position would have suggested. But not necessarily getting the fortune. Break on here, Mayenda leading the charge with Isidore at hand. Nothing else in way of support though. He's still going, great persistence.
Well, that's the word, persistence. I just think the fact he's covered so much ground, he just can't quite catch that cleanly, slightly scuffs it. That's why he gets wide of the target, but the threat on the counter-attack, pretty clear there.
Coventry lad in James Maddison, no doubt about who he's supporting tonight.
Yeah, apparently his season's over, it's a real shame. Injured, he's going to miss that Europa League final.
Sakamoto's made an interesting run here. Rodoni fighting for it. But matching that determination was Bellingham. There's Hume. Mayenda goes down. Referee didn't see anything wrong. Here's Wright. Thought he might have just run out of ground. Oh, beautiful work by Sheaf. Tossed back in there by Van Ewijk. And the offside flag up against Haji Wright, scourge of Sunderland.
Now Sheaf does well just to manipulate the ball from right to left. But really, Brett, I think it's Dan Ballard who just throws himself bodily in the way of the shot.
And the noise around the stadium at that moment reaching an almighty crescendo. Plenty of occasions this season when we've seen Sunderland in this sort of shape against the ball, but not quite in this manner. And it's been very, very effective. Roberts losing out. It's De Silva now for Coventry. Fleet of foot. Won't quite fall for Haji Wright. Swept away, but no way out. And that is the worry for Sunderland if they don't at least occasionally find one. Oh, terrific delivery by De Silva, attacked with vigour by Thomas Asante.
That's a wonderful ball in, but Patrick Roberts has to get closer to De Silva. When that ball goes out wide, close the gap down, it's too big. Striker's on the move as well. If he keeps that on target, there's this pace on the cross, just needs to redirect it, gets there first.
Buoyancy on the terraces, or in the stands, I should say. Van Eyck can wind one up again. Well, not conclusively away. Here's De Silva. Sheaf. And the shot by Rudoni. And the pressure maintained.
How many red and white shirts around the ball when it breaks. There's no real time and space for any of those Coventry attackers to really benefit from.
Well, unfortunately, on occasions such as these, if a mistake is made, it's something that can define you. It's Sheaf. Searching delivery, who'll pick up the bits. Bobby Thomas does really well. Potential on the break, perhaps, for Sunderland. Lefay. Oh, and he's found Wilson Isidore, who curved his run beautifully, and he has an opportunity, which he takes! He beats Ben Wilson! And the Sunderland plan has worked to perfection!
Sky blue shirts running back towards their own goal. They try and play offside. They get it horribly wrong. You better drop in deep and staying with your men. You run the risk of trying to catch Isidore offside. If you get it wrong, he's going to have a lot of space to work in. And when he's in this position on his right foot, he's going to go back across goal. Does it go through the goalkeeper? Is it well wide of him? Want to get a better view of it from this angle. Does all the right things. I think the goalkeeper disappointed. He's not got a strong palm on that, but the away game plan from Regis Lebris has worked to perfection so far.
Haji Wright trying to pick up the pieces here for Coventry. Well, that danger was always lurking, and Sunderland making the most of the chance. But there's Rudoni! Instant response! Jack Rudoni, the in-form player of the moment, answers Coventry prayers.
Well, you're never more vulnerable than when you've just scored, and Sunderland, for the first time defensively, just switch off. You don't track the Coventry danger man, and that, from his point of view, is an easy chance. The goal-scoring form he's in, he is never going to miss. Game on.
Well, it's time to chew the nails again. It's a regular occurrence. And we haven't even got to the second leg yet. Sunderland never lost a playoff match at home, won 7 out of 8. Well, it's been a great gritty performance, and it might be more than that. Mayenda given a gift. Round Wilson, and he takes advantage. A playoff semi-final lead, gift-wrapped. Milan Van Eyck, who's had such a terrific season for Coventry, with a rare aberration. His despair is Sunderland's delight.
As a coach, you can't legislate for this, but give Mayenda so much credit. He has run and run and run tonight. He's kept believing, kept waiting for an opportunity, not had an awful lot of the ball. He just has a little look, Van Eyck. Mayenda appreciates that. It's a really poor back pass, but your striker's got to be ready to capitalise. And that is a huge, huge goal in the tie. Sunderland defended like demons, and then when opportunities have come along, they have capitalised. Just the away game plan from Regis Lebris, and the mentality of his players tonight has been outstanding.
De Silva. Mason Clark. On a chance for Wright. Wonderful challenge. Vital challenge by Joe Bellingham.
It just took too long. As soon as he took a touch, Bellingham reads the danger. Midfielders getting back and helping the defensive effort. Outstanding.
And a wise, experienced head, hoping to join them shortly and see them through. They may yet have more here. Mayenda up against Grimes. And Wilson has his angles covered.
There's a question mark about whether the goalkeeper's got his positioning right. And he has. It pretty much hits him, but it hits him because he's in the right place. Well, the big question from the outside about Sunderland tonight is what version of them were we going to see, but I think they've answered all the questions in really poor form at the end of the season. Determined, well organised, aggressive. The away game plan from Regis Lebris has been quite brilliant.
Sunderland, in the end, have got it absolutely right. No momentum, no form whatsoever coming into the playoffs, but a performance of grit and guile sees them leave Coventry with a lead. Well, disconsolate Milan van Ewijk, hoping redemption will soon be at hand. But at the halfway point in this semi-final, Sunderland lead. Coventry City 1, Sunderland 2.